But yeah, so today we're going to look at a demo that I put on my list, and then I removed from my list, and then I put it on again. It's kind of funny. There were two reasons that this could have ended up off my list of things to play. One was, if you look at the top left of these screenshots, that kind of maybe looks like a Soulsvania kind of HUD. And I was thinking, oh, is this a thing where you take 4 hits and you're dead? And actually, there's a point in the trailer where the player takes a single hit, and it lops off 2 entire skulls off of that HUD. And I was like, yeah, okay, no, I'm gonna go somewhere else now. But I saw Asopolis play this. Asopolis, also a Quake mapper. I already mentioned one Quake mapper earlier this stream. And he seemed to have an okay time with it. So I'm curious what I'll think. I may still not end up liking it, but we'll see what I think. I said there were 2 reasons, though, that I could have ended up not playing this. The other reason I almost ended up not playing this... Look, a news post about demo staying up a bit longer. In other words, this was fully planned to be a time-limited demo. I need, like, I need to have a book somewhere that I can thump every time that I say this. I'm gonna have to think this over so I can have something for next time. But basically, stop time limiting your fucking demos. Like, it's one thing to wanna, like... It's one thing that, you know, and they do explain, like, the usual rationale of, like, we don't want it to, like, no longer reflect the finished product when the finished product is more finished than it is right now. And that I can understand. But, like, keep your demo up for more than a week, which... Fortunately, they're doing, and it's been up for at least 3 now, so, you know, I gotta give them some credit that they at least came around and realized, yeah, actually having the demo out for longer is probably a good idea, really. So fortunately for us, the demo is still around. The short of this post is that the demo has to come down at some point, but we're leaving it up a bit longer so even more people have a chance to discover and play the game. And that's the thing is, like... Even when you've released the game, the demo should still be there, because that should be a better way to, like, demos can potentially be a better way to introduce people to your game than playing the game for under 2 hours, but having to watch the clock so you can refund it to Steam. By the way, streamers would have a really hard time doing that, because if they're going to have the game running during their intro, that's eating into the 2 hours. If they're going to test the game before they stream it, that's eating into the 2 hours. So, like... I know some people do say, like, yeah, they don't need a demo, just, you know, play it and refund it within 2 hours. That doesn't work for everybody. Don't pull down your demos. And I at least appreciate that they're leaving theirs up for a few weeks, instead of, like, just next best. And they actually go on to say, our data shows that a lot of people have downloaded the demo but still haven't taken it for a spin. Could be for any number of reasons, and we're gonna leave it active for a bit longer because of that. You won't be able to launch it anymore, even if you've already downloaded it. Except you probably can if you go to your file system and launch it that way. At least that was the case for Mina the Hollower, because Asopolis actually played that after the demo was pulled down. Anyway. Fortunately, we can play this. So, but any time that I see a developer tightly restricting the time that its demo is available for, I immediately have suspicions that it is not actually a good demo. Like... If you're that not confident in your demo, polish your game more first until you're confident in your demo that you can leave it up for more than a week. It's really what we're getting at here. But anyway, this looks like an interesting little action platformer, so let's take a look at it. Okko the Exiled is an action-packed adventure where you stomp, launch, and dash your way through Kutala, a land of demons, on a quest to defeat the demon lord Yalda and link Okko's isolated world with the heavens. Let's scroll down to a bit more about the game. The first paragraph there looks the same. After 1,000 years of concealment, Okko is ready to wield the mighty Fang and take down Kutala's lords one by one. Defeat powerful foes, overcome obstacles, and unleash your heart as Okko fights to fulfill an ancient oath. Game features. Vibrant hand-drawn pixel art brings Okko's world path of destruction to life. I'm not sure exactly how to parse that, as he explores the demon lands of Kutala. Captivating soundtrack composed by an industry veteran to immerse you in Okko's epic journey. Which industry veteran? You're not gonna tell me which one? Focus mode. Consume hard energy and time Okko's attacks to inflict extra damage on enemies and break their shields. Yeah, so there's an interesting, almost rhythm-based aspect to this, except I'm curious exactly how audible the rhythm will be. So we'll have to find out. Launch, stop, bounce, shoot, deflect, and more as you send enemies flying across the screen, pop them into the air, and link attacks to form devastating combos. Fill your belly, trade goods, and chat up a colorful cast of characters at the Old Throne, a place of respite, while also uncovering the secrets of its depths. Expressive character portraits bring Okko's dialogue to life as the story unfolds. Upgrade Okko's stats and unlock new abilities to give Okko an edge in combat and exploration. And challenge yourself with one-hit KO mode, New Game Plus, and Boss Rush. So those modes are there for people who like them. But yeah, the artwork in this certainly seems like a selling point. So let's see what we've got. So I had other music on in the background because this is one of those games that doesn't keep its sound going in the when you alt-tab out. But also, there isn't really much music going on. It's more ambient noise in the main menu. But take a look at the options first. They actually have a pretty decent, at least start of an options and control screen. I'm assuming maybe they might make the controls rebindable later, but for now they're not. But at least we have separate audio, separate music and sound effects levels, and very basic video options. As for controls, we have launch attack on B, projectile on Y, dash on right bumper, focus mode on right trigger. They actually, like, document one-way platforms, which I think is covered in the tutorial anyway, but that just means, yes, there are platforms you can drop through. There's interact if you press up. There's... Okay, it's almost like Ys, recent Ys games where you, like, hold a button to use skills, and this you hold a button and press buttons to... Press buttons to use potions. There's a shortcut for exit game. Is that seriously saying, like, click both of the sticks? I don't know what those buttons are. Because I can't actually see them because the arrows are covering them. But they don't look like the stick buttons, because, I mean, the sticks are white in the other graphics. So I have no idea. It might just be an odd inconsistency. I don't think I'm going to use that shortcut anyway. We have exit game here. That should be fine. Hopefully that's sufficient. Oh, yeah, hang on. So we should be ready to get started. Skip game intro and tutorials, no. It's interesting that they use the phrasing skip. Atala, land of demons. Always on time, master. You've come to check on me, to see me let the boy go? Honestly, I worry I've not done enough. You knew this day would come, Toro, but worry not, you have done well. The flame is weak. He will not be consumed like his predecessor. Oh yeah, so actually, the name of the dev behind this is Frozen Flame Interactive, as it happens, so... interesting that they mention a flame right here in the intro. Frozen Flame Interactive has done a number of games before. Nothing in this sort of art style, though, I think. Well, nothing in this sort of genre plus art style combined, at least. He will not be consumed like his predecessor. Snaboth, how could I forget? But clipping the boy's wings, suppressing his power. Seeing those dragon tears fall to the ground, it broke me. A god will never learn to walk like a mortal if they do not first lose their wings. It would be wise to remember that from today on, this flame will burn wild and free. Show him the way to the old throne. A flame like his will yearn to purge the corruption of the Archont Lords, just as it was the nature of his exiled father. You were there, right? When God Yalda and Sabaoth tore apart the skies. Oh, is this doing some Xenoblade shit? Skies and time. For 1,000 years, this realm has been broken. Since then, plants and trees have remained red, birds and mountains still resonate the colossal battle. Soon it's going to dawn. I'll ask my son to bring Okko to the old throne. Neat little intro graphic on the left there. Okko! Hey, you daydreaming again? Well, hurry up, we gotta head out. Oh, and your tail's showing. Again. I mean, so is yours. Alright. So, there's no screen shake setting. First thing of note. What is this? I can't do anything with that. Okay. Okay, so hang on. So if you attack on the ground, you do stop. If you attack in midair, you don't. Okay, I don't think you can manipulate to, like... Because, like, in some of the Egavanias and whatnot, you can, like, attack twice in quick succession by attacking once in the air right before you land. I don't think that's a thing here. Okay, they actually stopped my motion there and forced me to press up. Monsters again? Nope. Dad's waiting for you with the old throne. It seems important. The old throne? Thought I wasn't allowed. I agree. It's weird. He's normally super strict about going there. Maybe he thinks you've matured, learned to use your head a little. Anyway, whack that lever up ahead. Whack without an H, that lever up head. I can't believe we're actually Gibbs from NCIS. We're supposed to whack it upside the head, right? That's what we're saying? Yeah, no. Whack should have an H. That should be up ahead. As usual, and I'll meet you further in. We can rehash your skills on the road. Finally. The dummies and rocks are so boring. Let's go. Okay, whack a switch. That would be the lever he was talking about. Ready to go over everything one last time? Ready. Good, meet me up ahead. We'll race. Go! Oh. I overestimated my jump, distance. I beat you! You cheated! Yeah, well... Where to next? Drop down and follow the path. Meet me further in. Okays. What's with the Z at the end? And your way, I see. Of course. It's like, what if US English put Z's in place of S's everywhere? Good, do you recall how to use memory flames? Hit them? Yes, actually. If you run out of green skulls, you'll return to the last memory flame you hit. Oh yeah, so one problem that this game has is they decided that dialogues are always going to be this fixed size that's only like half the screen width. But they're going to cram whatever amount of text they feel like into those dialogue boxes, which means the text gets smaller. It's like, maybe don't do that. Maybe just make the dialogue box bigger so that you can fit more text, and you're not always, like, trying to justify the text via font size manipulation against the full box, because that's just going to make it needlessly harder to read for people. Especially people watching the stream, which is at 720p, even though I'm playing in 1080p, so it's probably even harder for you. As long as you have gems to feed them. So convenient! And mysterious. Let's keep moving, we have a ways to go. Guys. Did I scare you? Read it. No way, why do I look scared? Yep. Well, I'm not. So remember when Tora yelled at you for bouncing on the training dummies? Yeah. Well, unlike those training dummies, these skulls can take an infinite beating. You'll find them everywhere, so get used to using them. It's over this wall, just like I've seen you do at home. Mage up ahead. So they're saying to press down on it. Oh, okay. You don't even have to attack, you just press down. It's entirely a pogo mechanic. The sprite for it is a lot more interesting. Also, there was stuff up there. Can I go back? Nope. I thought I might have seen stuff up there. Nice job on the bouncing. Too easy. Good, good. Up ahead you'll find some nasty thorns. Touch them and those green skulls Toro gave you will break. If they all... This text is incredibly tiny, and it's like, why does it need to be this tiny? It's 2 lines of text. You have more room than that. But it's because remembered is a really long word, and if they wrap that, then it goes to 3 lines. But, like, yeah. Just make the dialogue bigger, dude. If they all break, let's hope you remember to whack the nearest memory flame. And they're still spelling whack with it on H. God, I know this already. I know, but Toro wanted me to. I'll meet you further down the path. Good luck. Okay, so we're just jumping over that. And that was presumably health in the middle. Oh, there were spikes on the ceiling. Okay. What did the bone do exactly? See, you've made it here in one piece. I don't know why they forced me to press up at each of these points, because, like, I can't go past without pressing up, so just, like, you might as well just spawn the dialogue at that rate. But maybe it has to do with, like, how tutorial on-off was implemented. I don't know. It was still quite readable for you? Okay. I see you made it here in one piece. This is nothing. We'll see how you do in the next area. What's next? Beasts, but more than you're used to seeing around the house. Bounce up there and destroy those crates. I need to measure your strength. How do you know how strong I am? Yeah. Anyway, after the crates, destroy all the beasts in the next room. Hang on. So, I mean, yes, I could just bash it. It stops your pogo after 1 hit for some reason, so you would have to, like, re-pogo each time. I'll have to try that on a future one. Actually, does that happen with this, too? Oh, well, that goes so high I can't really test it repeatedly. I'd have to go back to the previous room. That's an enemy. Cool, I just took damage for no reason. Bird. That ground is... So, the problem with this ground is it's the same color as the spikes, so it's like, okay, is this gonna hurt me or no? That's also not spikes, apparently. Very good, you got here faster than I expected. Too easy. Give me a real challenge. This didn't... So the flame also didn't restore my health, actually. As you wish. Hit this chest to crack it open and take whatever's inside. Dad, I mean, Toro says in the wild, take whatever you... Is this... Are we not supposed to know that this is Toro's son? No, I'll take whatever you find. Gems and other items to be useful at the old throne. And memory flames. Indeed, we're about halfway there. Defeat the beast in the next room, just like at home. I can talk to you again. Chests might contain gems, health skulls, or other items. Hit that chest and I'll open the door. Okay, good. We got 1 skull back. So I don't have a crouch. I had instinctively tried to crouch, and that didn't do anything. The other thing is I have no idea... We're supposed to have, like, a dash, right? We don't seem to actually have a dash yet. And there's no, like... This feels like it's begging for a backstep, like Soten, but it doesn't have one. So you're gonna have to read enemies plenty in advance and get the hell out of dodge, which, I don't know, feels kind of bad to me. But presumably once we get dash, it'll be a little bit better. Still in one piece, I see. Good. Let's work on your timing. My timings? Yes, the training dummies don't really teach this. Past this wall, you'll find a fireball contraption. I want you to swing your glove and hit back 2 fireballs. Timing is everything. Once you do that, the path will be revealed. So, attack fireballs, send them flying back. Got it. Excellent. And you'll meet me up ahead? Precisely. What's wrong? Those fireballs are fast. They're fast, but consistent. Keep trying. Hit 2 fireballs back to reveal the path. Too late. I basically just resorted to spamming the button. Because, like, you have to attack ahead. This is one of my biggest pet peeves in games, and a lot of times it happens in FPS games with melee, but it can happen in side-scrollers also, is like, if I press the button, I expect to attack. I don't expect to have precognition before I know I'm going to need to attack to attack 5 seconds in advance, or half a second in advance. Because then I'm just going to get hit by shit. So yeah, you do need to re-pogo on each of those two. Hey, great job with the fireballs. Thanks, those skulls were so cool. Thank you. What now? Well, this stone box seems to be tangled in some vines. Suspicious. Why would you be smiling about that? Let me see what you're getting at. Anyway, remember when you launched that training dummy across the yard? And Toro yelled at me? Yes, well, here you can launch whatever you like, as long as you keep your stamina up. Launch the box up against the wall and then use it to bounce over. Launch the box, then bounce. I got this. Okay, so B is to launch. Jeez, okay. Look at the wind-up on that, though. I made it. What now? I hate to bring this up, but remember when you were stomping those vegetables in the yard? And Toro yelled at me. This seems to be a common thread. He does that a lot, huh? Well, out here in the wild, you can stomp all the vegetables you want. See those veggies sticking out in the ground over there? Stomp them? Exactly. But why? Basically, they're useful in combat, and some hide gems. What you do after the stomp is up to you. Okko smash! Really? Wait, huh? Oh, I'm thinking it's an air thing. No, it's when you're on the ground. Would have been funnier if I let the door open first and just launched it into oblivion. Good stopping those veggies, huh? Toro can never know. Don't worry. Next up, you're gonna launch an enemy. Like stone boxes? Exactly. Launching enemies can cause extra damage. Sounds powerful. It is, but keep an eye on your stamina. Without stamina, you won't be able to use attacks that rely on it. I'll use brains and brawn. Sure, do that. Hey, I got brains. Uh-huh. So wait, is the red meter stamina? I was almost thinking stamina would be like around the heart in the bottom left. So... okay. I didn't even have to stomp it first or anything. Good news, Okko. Almost there? Yes, actually. How'd you know? I can smell something good. It's making me hungry. Really? Sure, you'll see. Alright, once again, defeat all three... This is really small text. Defeat all 3 beasts in this room to unlock the next door. How you do so is up to you. We'll meet up ahead to cover some stuff that wasn't in the training yard. See you there. Gotta see what's up here first. That's spikes. Wait, the spikes are green? Weren't the spikes... Were the spikes not red earlier? Am I already getting confused? Oh, well, I got him too. That was weird. I swear I pressed down and A. Okay, so... I can't believe they managed to botch their implementation of down and A. So, I really need a controller input display for this kind of thing. So it's one thing, like, okay, my first thought was I actually doing a diagonal, and like, okay, diagonal doesn't work. I feel like diagonal should work, but it doesn't. But the other thing is, like, even if I do left, then down A immediately, that time it worked. But if there's any semblance of quarter circle at all, like, it feels like you have to pause. It feels like you have to pause and then press down and A. Otherwise, the drop doesn't work. So if there's ever any kind of, like, speed precision platforming sections, you are going to die because down plus A doesn't actually work. Wait. Oh, I didn't technically kill this guy. Right, I bounced off of him before. Oh, wait, hang on. I just noticed what he looks like when the hood is closed. Oh, I can't even talk to him now. You make quick work of those enemies. Good. I know. Huh, don't get cocky. Next, I want you to use the ghoul skull to destroy that line of enemies with one hit. So that's a special thing that's in the ground there. In one hit? Yeah, stop to unbury the skull, and then launch it in the direction of the enemies. Just like vegetables. Got it. Okay. So this game is probably going to have a little bit of, like... Probably not to the extent that Ninja Gaiden Ragebound did, but a little bit of the, like, there is an ideal, optimal way to do, like, to clear certain rooms. We're almost there, Okko. Just one last thing. It's what Toro wants you to remember most. A focused fire is stronger than a wildfire, right? Correct. Focus and then listen to your heart. Listen to my heart? Are we in the 80s? Yep, listening to your heart is the solution when brute force... Actually, is that an 80s song, or is that actually older? Listen to your heart. It has the 80s feel to it, so I'm assuming it's 80s. Yep, listening to your heart is the solution when brute force and guile are not enough. This one takes some practice, so listen up. Essentially, if you attack at the same time your heart beats... Yeah, so that thing in the bottom left... Which isn't making sound right now. You'll do extra damage and be able to break shields. But you can only break shields if you really focus. Huh? I lost you, didn't I? But don't worry, we'll practice together. You'll have to break my shield if you want to make it to the old throne. Oh, wow. And suddenly he's, like, fortified. Step 1, right trigger. Step 2, attack. Oh! And you don't even have to hold it. It's a toggle. I didn't expect... I mean, it's on the trigger. I assumed it would be a hold, not a toggle. Wait, there's 3 songs with that title from the 80s? Are we sure it's not the same one by just different artists covering it? Okay, that wasn't hard. Wait, it just disabled itself, huh? Oh, it was using the red gauge, and I didn't notice until now. Okay. So, yeah, I guess that is your stamina, but also it gets consumed by focus mode. Excellent work. I knew you could do it. I wish Toro saw that. How much farther? Not far. Toro should be just beyond these caves. Are you heading back home? No, I'll head to the old throne, too. Come say hi after you scope the place out. Okay. Bye, Escoto. Oh, and don't forget to check your pockets. I slipped you a scroll when you weren't paying attention. Sneaky, huh? Ribbit. How do I check my pockets? Inventory. On the back button. No, I seem to have different writers. Okay. Mighty Fang, a Kanabo weapon used by demons to crush the bones and armor of their enemies. Sounds like a Conan thing to do. It is said that Mighty Fang was crafted using one of Sabaoth's horns after the rebellion against Yalda. Can I? Okay, I can left and right bumper through these. It doesn't actually say that, but it's tabs, so kind of makes sense. Mysterious letter. Oh boy. Remember what I was saying about pointlessly reducing font size to fit cram text into a box? Yeah, this one. Holy shit. Dear adventurer, welcome to Okko the Exiled. As you're exploring this early... Like, here's the problem. That text is so small that... it's like losing fidelity. Like the bottoms of the O's basically don't exist. As you're exploring this early build of Okko's journey, please remember that this is a work in progress. As is the case, you could encounter bugs. So powerful, Okko's brute strength and Mighty Fang are no match for them. Feel free to share your feedback and/or report any mishaps on to the Humble Wizards at Frozen Flame Interactive via the Community Hub on Okko's Steam page. Thank you! Alright, this developer gets points for actually telling me to use the Steam Community Hub, rather than join our Discord. Finally, a developer that gets it. Use the shit they already have. That they can actually, like, organize things in to some degree. Do have fun crushing your way through Krutella. Remember to use your heart, and thank you for your support. FFI team, which is Frozen Flame Interactive. Oh, at the bottom right it says change menu, left bumper, right bumper. So it is actually... I'm so used to UIs showing it at the top left and top right that that's just where I was naturally looking for it, but it's at the bottom. And that's also a typical standard thing, is like show the controls along the bottom. HE recharge. Okko, here are some notes on recharging your heart energy. To earn more heart energy, you'll want to hit enemies and some other objects while timing your attacks the same way you did to break my defensive shield. This can be done when focus mode is turned on or off. Wait, so then what does focus do? From the sound of it, focus mode is still required in order to break shields, though. The problem is timing your attacks when focus mode is off means you have no sound cue, which means you need to be looking at what you're doing so that you don't eat shit, but you also need to be looking at the bottom left of the screen at the same time. Which I feel is probably a problem. Like, have you played any shmups? Do you know how impossible it is to be looking at the HUD and also at not eating shit at the same time? With enough practice, you'll have plenty of heart energy whenever you need it. Like, the first thing I'm inclined to do... No, it pauses the state of it. I was gonna say, like, could I just set a metronome to this? But first of all, I think it actually changes its rate at some times when you're, like, using stamina, I guess. And two, it pauses when you pause. Oh, hey, Arithmeticus. What was I reading? What's next? Abilities. They're just straight up telling me shit that I don't have. You're gonna get double jump, you're gonna get dash, you're gonna get uppercut, you're gonna get inner fire. We have Dragon Wave, whatever that is. And then there's expansions for health and stamina and heart energy. So wait a minute. Is stamina actually the green bar? Because heart energy is the red bar. I have no idea what Dragon Wave is. Pacts. You can equip and unequip pacts. I don't think that's how pacts work. This doesn't mention... I don't see Dragon Wave mentioned there. Oh, wait, but was Dragon Wave the thing... Was that technically the thing where we, like, launched a thing and then smashed it? There's technically a gap in the ceiling here. One thing we don't have right now is a map. And I'm not sure if that's going to be a thing or not. Oh, what? See, yeah, my problem is 100% with how long it takes for your melee attacks to actually come out. Okay, I can just pounce on them and they don't react. Wish I could coax the camera down here. I managed to spam that and not have it betray me. Music change? Oh. It's Toro. So you made it. I can't believe I'm here. Can I explore some more? Not even curious why I changed my mind, boy? Well, what can I say? You never want to talk. That's because you don't take anything seriously, even now. Fine. Why did you change your mind, Toro? Just go and explore some more. As much as you want. You're free, Okko. I won't hold you back. You've grown. It's time you make your own decisions. That's all. Sure, that's all. Didn't sound like that was all at the beginning of the game. Yeah, as Keith Hernandez would say, though, he's a little long in his swing, and that's the part that I object to. Pan? Okay. Yeah, you know, I do this with people at work all the time. I talk shop, and I leave. No, talk.
You're not from around here, are you? No, it's my first time. Well then, welcome to Pan Pans.
Pan Pans?
Yep, that's me. So this is your shop? Yes, sir. The one and only. For now, anyway. This must be what I smelled on my way here. Yep, you might notice some full bellies around these parts. Say. Something wrong? Well, since you asked, truth be told, I'm out of ingredients. But if you bring me some, I'll cook you anything on the menu. Seems fair, I guess. Really? Oh, what a relief. What should I bring? Big juicy vegetables, demon meat. Even nasty ingredients are useful. Nasty ingredients? Sure, the flavors get more interesting that way.
Oh no. This is basically Emma from Goddess of Victory Nike. Watch out. Do not eat her food.
Okay, I'll see what I can find. Oh, thanks so much. See you soon.
What's in the shop, though? Demon steak, and then coming soon. Mushrooms, frog oil, and archibor meat.
Hey, kid, that weapon seems too heavy for you.
I agree. It takes him too long to swing the damn thing.
A mighty thing? I need it heavy to smash monsters.
Ooh, you hear that, Rudo? I'm actually impressed. This kid's actually got some guts. Indeed, partner.
You both look like warriors.
More like treasure hunters and mercenaries. We use the old throne to rest, plan our next move, that sort of thing. Also, alright, we like to stop by Pan Pants to refill our energy. Rudo likes her. Heh. Anyway, we also sell some important stuff for adventurers, so stop by if you need anything.
Okay, thanks. There, you can take that map of Katala, too. Really?
It's on the house, kid.
Double thanks.
No problem. Catch you later, kid. Okko, yeah? We'll talk later. We're, busy, see? Rudo doesn't seem very busy. Alright, what kind of stuff do they sell? Expensive stuff. So this uses the red tiers we've been collecting. I don't know what the proper term for that is yet. Adds to stamina, so you can just buy the boosts that we saw holes for in the menu. Skull potion, usable item, completely refills skulls. See, I'm more interested in HP boost. But this is stamina and heart energy. Beast potion makes Okko invincible for 10 seconds. Projectile potion completely refills projectiles. I can run out of projectiles. I have projectiles? Wait a second. I feel like I've skipped something here. Oh, what was... I don't even know what I just picked. Was that more things? I think that was more things. I still don't think I can afford anything in here. Yeah, absolutely not. Nice backgrounds here. Lesser bird.
I need some time to myself, Okko. We can talk later.
Okay, am I just walking back past you then? If I fall in here, do I die? No, I don't. They actually just let me right back up again. Was that a freaking laser? That looks like a freaking laser. I can just cross the laser beam? Also, that area just suddenly feels like Soten. So, like, yeah, backstep, please. Can I talk to you? I have to talk to you from this side.
Oh yes, the young flame. How can I be of service?
This was the other guy in the intro, right?
Ah yes, the scent of gems.
Oh, gems, that's what they are.
Oh, do excuse me, it's you, young flame.
You look sad. Might I ask what troubles you?
Toro shouted at me again. He says I'm a brute and that I don't use my head.
Oh, brute like the lord I used to serve. He was always getting into trouble.
I wish he used his head more.
Toro must really care about you.
Your lord? Who are you, mister?
My name is Mongravis. I used to be the right hand of Sabaoth, the exiled Archont.
I've heard of him, so you're a wizard?
A wizard? I like the sound of that. You have a unique way of expressing yourself, young flame.
Otto says it's because of my big fangs.
Oh, that's what the Z's are about?
Well, you are a little beast, aren't you?
So tell me, what can I do for you?
Mostly I'm a bit lost. And I'm getting pretty hungry.
Hungry for adventure?
No,
Then if I were you, I'd head south. You'll find many beasts. So by south, does he mean down? You'll find many beasts there.
Beasts? Like the kind that attacked the house?
I imagine so.
Then it's time for payback.
Good, good. Oh, and one last thing, Okko. Hey, how do you... Do pay me a visit once you have more gems.
What do you want my gems?
I'm talking about a trade, young flame. Your gems for the pacts I carry. So we can use gems for expansion upgrades from the other dudes, or we can use gems for pacts from this guy. I would have to think that you're also gonna find upgrades in the wild too. Makes me a little uneasy when the very first thing I see for sale is stat upgrades. So that doesn't seem like it should be a for sale thing. Or it should only be a partially for sale thing. These pacts, they will unlock your full potential.
Bring you gems, unlock my full potential?
I'll think about it. Excellent. I shall see you then. Yeah, so he has a shop menu too. Those are even more expensive, naturally. Swing attack, uppercut, and stomp consume less stamina. Okko was granted longer invincibility time after taking damage, iframes. Increases looted gem value by 1.5x. That seems like what you should get first, so that it takes less time to get the other ones. 15% chance to not consume a red skull when firing it. Okay, so yeah, Dragon Wave is the thing where you stomp a skull and then bat it away. 15% chance that health pickups will give Okko 2x health. But also, like, I don't know how many you were allowed to... Oh, you can probably only equip, like, 2 at once or something. I wonder if that increases at any point. What is that? That's another scroll. They should really have some kind of, like, unread indicator, because I think it just, like, showed up down here. Unknown soldier. This is the third day of the war against the angels, and I must ask, what even are they? Our army can't do anything to protect the tower, only our Archon lords can equal their strength. Now suddenly the balance has been broken. It appears that Sabaoth, the Red Flame, is fighting together with Sophia and her angels. At least I think he is Sabaoth. His dragon form looks much bigger now, and his powers are close to our Lord Yalda's. Regardless, this fiery beast is furious. At this pace, I think it will scorch all of Kutala. We need our Lord to act now, or we're all doomed. Alright, so they said south, and this is decidedly not south, probably. Hang on. Was there more stuff over in this direction? Yeah, there was.
Hey, did you talk to Toro? Did he say why he wanted you to come here? He got all grumpy again. That must mean... So he set you free? How did you know? It just makes sense. I'll tell you more later, but not now. You promise?
Too late. Oh. That's what south is. Okay, I am immediately going to comment that, like, give players an option to speed up or skip this animation. Because you can't, like, buffer an input to enter the level. So yeah, there's just a whole bunch of... This is almost like, Super Mario Land 2 6 golden coins or something. You've got 6 different ways to go here. And we are allowed to go south specifically in the demo. Before we do that, though, let's go back in here. Hopefully it puts me back in the hub. Yeah, okay, it did. But yeah, art style definitely really, really good in this. Music seems pretty decent. Wait, what? Oh, that's a step. I didn't even realize that was a step. Well, let's try going up and down here, though. Oh yeah, one thing I haven't tested is, like, how much can I adjust my jump height? Okay, there's definitely a degree of adjustment. That's weird. I was getting some weird things happening there, seemingly, where, like, it sounded like I should have landed on the platform above, but I didn't. More gems. I can't get over there right now, can I? But if I have dash, I probably can get over there, so that might be something to keep in mind. There's another chest there. It might just be more gems. Alright, so am I going to regret going down here? Sure seems like I'm going to regret going down here. Who the heck are you?
Whoa, who's that?
Oh, is someone there? Please give me a moment to wake up in this plane.
He seems familiar, but how?
Please lower your voice. How did you get here?
I'm Okko.
That's not what I asked, but still. Now it makes sense. Okko, son of the Exiled. That is how you got down here.
Son of the Exiled?
A hope I thought was extinct. But still, Father's decision is in stone. And I must defend it. That said, Father is pleased with your presence, so I will not stop you.
Your father, isn't he asleep?
Father and me, we are connected.
Okay, so I can stop by again later?
Do as you must, Okko.
Alright, can't talk to that guy. Well, that was all very mysterious. Where does this go? More NPCs.
The map demon? Hey, you're not one of my devils. My meandering minions. The servants I sent to find the missing parts. How'd you get down here? How? I jumped down the big hole. So, where's this elevator go? I don't know exactly. Seems there's a huge prison down there. Possibly full of treacherous creatures. Right now the blasted thing's not working. Say, if you see any of my devils, tell them to come back. We got work to do.
Alright, so can't interact with this. That might open up another one of the directions on the map, maybe? Maybe that's the meaning of the hub here, but I don't know whether that would actually, like, depend on separate exits. It is interesting how we can just pass by that laser. That feels like it has to be there for a reason. So that was the only thing to do, right? Also, I noticed stuff in the top right of my HUD there, seemingly, but I don't know what it is yet. Alright, Mystic, I guess Mystic Mountains is the whole area, because I think it said that even before I moved. Alright. Is this the same music that we had in the first level, or is this different? So I think I seem to remember... Oh yeah, can I leave? I can leave. I seem to remember when I was watching Asapolis play this, it was a lot of the same music. Oh no, okay, so the old throne is that. But then is Mystic Mountains technically the tutorial level I just played, or is this something new? The whole spelling out ready thing is very Mega Man out of nowhere. Dude gets bit in the... How does it feel to get bit in the ass by a skull and a helmet? Yep, I screwed up already. Because I could have gotten that. So, this was the... I'm going to exit and come back in again since I'm right here. This was the #1 issue that Asapolis had with this demo. Was there's so many places where if you don't look ahead, you will miss a one-time opportunity to get somewhere in the map, which feels like, honestly, really crap level design. Like, it's just extremely frustrating. So I don't want to hit that. I want to get up here with this guy. Oh, That's not ground. Alright, can you get over here again? Okay, you can barely get it. Oh, wait, can I just, like, farm these infinitely and go out and come in again? Because that seems abusable. Where it lands, nobody knows. I almost gave that too much time. Oh, that's a platform. Alright, I don't think I need to keep this guy alive for anything. That was another case where, like, I swear I attempted to pogo, or I attempted to, like, fall down through the platform, rather, and nothing happened. I'm still getting used to, like, the habits of the controls here. Surprise, I can... Wait, what? Can I... Can I beat up chests after I already opened them and then they drop more stuff? That's not how... The chests are holding out on me. I can't believe this. That's interesting. He was just far enough away that my first hit didn't hit him, but the second one did. Yeah, there's definitely stuff in the top right that I don't understand yet. Bird. Oh, I can do that in midair? Okay, yep. We can execute the home run swing in midair and just knock birds into the next time zone. Oh, did I need to bounce off them though? No, probably not. I can just do that. That seems like it's the end of that train of thought. Is there anything else here? What is that? I have no idea what I was looking at. Interesting statue in the background there. Was there another bird going on here? Yeah, there is. Are you gonna mess with me? Or are we cool? I'm not taking any chances. Okay. That sure seems to be suggesting it comes from down here. Oh. I really wish you could, like, reduce the amount of bounce. There's water. We can swim, fortunately. Oh, what is that? We have a thing floating near us now, and I don't know what it is. Faster if I jump. What are you? Oh. What are you? Thanks! Being stuck sucks. Actually, is this guy Sean Connery? Thanks! Being stuck sucks. I lost track of where the THs and SHs were. Yep, heading back to the old throne somehow. So presumably these are the what did that guy refer to them as? That's, yep, gonna lower that platform. And I missed. Now, does that probably just keeps going up and down? Yeah, okay. Yep, just hit it more until it stops being hittable. Anything else down there? I don't know if there's a way to dive eventually. I gotta wait for the platform. I can't believe this isn't ActRaiser. Ow. Bird wandered off. Seriously, sometimes I really do stop and I still don't get the jump down for some reason. Like, I don't know how you guys managed to mess this up, but please fix your jump down control. Whoa, what? Can't believe the frickin' praying mantis is Guile. He does the frickin' sonic boom projectile. I feel like that's faster in midair. That's the whole screen, huh? What? There's destructible walls? Oh, shit. Also, I can obliterate trees, apparently. Alright, well, now all we need to find is full-on fantasy walls where you just walk through them. So, clearly I can go down here, so let's see what that gets us. Ow! I'm pretty sure I literally couldn't jump in time after hitting the switch. That feels kind of bad. I apparently can't obliterate that. Oh, shit! That tree. Okay, that is not destructible. I was wondering if that would get it in fewer hits, but it doesn't seem like it. Alright, he's gone. So something has to open that. Alright, that did. So that was more like an alternate route, I think. Problem is, I don't think I can go back now. I would have to, like, seriously revisit the level. Or destructible walls. That's a potion. And that's what left trigger is for? Oh! That's what the top right is! It's your potions. Okay. On the one hand, I feel like it's unfortunate that the potion coloring doesn't match the button coloring, but, like, you would never doubt that's a no-win situation across different consoles. We're gonna be here for a while. Knocking jerk birds into the next time zone is definitely the best feature of this game. I'm a dumbass. I could have gotten that scroll, and now I can't. Can I go back and respawn, guys? Please tell me that respawns, guys. Nope, I officially cannot get that scroll now. So this is the problem this game has. Is like, if you just look at like what you have to do at the current moment, then you will 100% miss things. And that feels pretty damn bad. I mean, obviously you could come back with double jump later at some point too, in the full game. But that's really unnecessarily frustrating. It's like, great, I have to repeat the whole level because I overlooked this one thing that they, like, clearly designed the level to make me overlook. Like, that's an extremely cheap-ass gameplay extension mechanic. Whoa. How do I deal with you, buddy? I don't have, like, I don't think I can deflect that. Well, that's one way to deal with them. I still don't know what those things are. I'm just gonna do this because it's safer. Alright, he's dead. Did I bounce on him again? No, I bounced on the tree. Okay. Every wall looks suspicious. That's kind of a problem. Probably missed a chance to get up there. Actually, maybe not. Wait, is there something else down here? Oh, what? Again, by the time I could jump, it was too late because everything takes too long in terms of attacks, and both executing and recovering from attacks. Both of them take too long. And it basically forces you to take damage. Which seems pretty bad. Oh, what the hell is this thing? Archibor. Glad I was over here then. What does this tell for doing that? I feel like there isn't enough warning of that. I moved too soon. For once, I moved too soon. Ah, shit. Dude, I'm gonna die because of the frickin' screen shake and things not responding. I think it's always just a 3-wave pattern. Yeah, actually, that seems like a good idea. Why is there one still alive, dude? But yeah, just... Wait, what? How are you not dead? Wait, what? I can take damage from him, but I can't hit him. What the fuck is this shit? I assume that's a bug. Because otherwise... Okay, cool. I got my health back, and then I just took 2 free hits for some reason. And I couldn't do anything about it. I hope that was just an oversight. Oh crap, I barely missed it. Hang on. Nope, nothing over there. It wouldn't make sense for there to be a breakable wall there anyway. What did I want to check here? Okay, yeah, that is a health potion. It's kind of... I feel like it's not great that the only potion I've found so far was a secret. I wonder if we'll be able to get back up over there. I was hoping to only break 2 of those, but that didn't seem like it was going to happen. Okay, actually... Oh, we gotta smash this over there, right? We haven't had to do that in a long time. I can't quite make it over there. So let's do that. Oh. Okay, fortunately it took that long to go all the way down anyway. I was thinking maybe I could hit the switch from here. For that matter, I don't know what the switch does. Oh, so a bone is a half of a skull. Okay. Because I was gonna say, like, they were clearly the same color as skulls, but it wasn't obvious to me that that was also health. Because I'm not sure I actually needed health at the point where the tutorial introduced it. Oh, no. Oh, that would have worked, actually. Bouncing off the chest also probably would have worked. And now I'm probably sunk, and I have to... Oh, it kills your upward momentum when you screen transition, so I can't just jump up there. That's annoying, so I have to wait for this platform. Yep, so another scroll I'm not getting just because hostile level design. Now what? Blind jumps. Fortunately, not anything actually dangerous. They're giving me health for some reason. Kinda seems like I don't want to be down there. Well, I'm down here. Now what? Now do I have to jump all the way back? Oh, there was actually stuff here, though. I thought I would be able to bounce off of that, but apparently not. Now we just do this for an hour. I can't pick those up without taking damage. I guess I'm taking damage. I didn't realize I can't actually get back onto these skulls from there. Because it looks like you might be able to barely do that, but nope, not quite. Oh, there was one of the... I was supposed to use this for them. But, again, I didn't notice it until after I killed them. I feel like this is going to be an extremely common trend, that, like, I'm going to deal with the things that are immediately threatening my health bar, which is incredulously short. And then I'm going to realize that the game wanted me to do something else with them after I've killed them because they were threatening my ridiculously short health bar. Like, if you're gonna do shit that requires you to manipulate enemies... Don't give me a unforgivingly short health bar. It's like your game design is at odds with itself. I don't know why you decided the health bar needs to be this short. That was an interesting camera pan. Okay, I thought maybe I could jump on this, but no, I can't. Shouldn't have done that, right? Now I can't get up to any of this shit because, like, yep. I honestly hate this video game because every single time it's like, that thing can technically hurt me because if you let it attack, it does like the puff clouds, the poison clouds. So what do I want to do? I want to kill it so that I don't lose my 2.5 units of health that I have right now. But then it's like, oh, actually, I was supposed to bounce on him to get to the entire rest of the fucking room. And I can't respawn him either. Like, that's the thing is, like, if you decided to make enemies respawn if you re-enter the room, that would be fine. But no, you have to reset the... You would basically have to take notes to yourself. You would have to play every level twice. The first time, you would take notes about every single thing you did that the game said you shouldn't have done. But you didn't realize it because you already did it. And then you would have to replay every level again, looking at those notes every time you come into a room, saying, okay, what do I need to not do in this specific room? Because if you don't take those notes, you're going to do the same stupid mistake again. And it's not that the mistake is stupid, it's that the fucking level design is stupid. So yeah, this is actively hostile and or incompetent level design. Because it's trying to do all this sneaky stuff, but it's... When it requires you to replay an entire level that takes 20 minutes to play, that's not sneaky. That's being an asshole. You know, I've said in cases... I've pointed out cases where games are too clever for their own good, and that's a really slippery slope that's easy to stumble down. This game is being... It's hard to even say this game's being too clever for its own good, because it's not even that clever. It's just that the design is actively antagonistic. It's like, well, do you want to die but explore stuff? Or do you want to not die? That's basically it. That guy was set up in a way that really doesn't feel ideal, because it's like, if you're going to try to jump over here to over there, you're probably going to land on his projectile. So I basically said, screw it, I'm gonna take a dip so that I miss it. I swear I pressed jump there. That was weird. Now I have to test that. Because it seemed like I did a turnaround and then I tried to do... I don't know what happened. Maybe I got crossed up in my inputs. Now I feel like the game's gaslighting me. Okay, you can knock those guys away like that, too. Yeah, so see, this would have been, presumably, the trip around from the previous room. I can't actually get up there right now. But yeah, the problem is the level design in this game blatantly disrespects players' time. and I am very anti-games blatantly wasting the player's time. It's one thing to, like, promote exploration and replayability. It's another thing to pad out the game by saying, oh, did you actually want all the stuff in this level? Well, you better be prepared to play it multiple times, because you're not going to get to it the first time, because you're going to end up killing things and then realizing they needed to be alive to do things. And then if you don't literally write it down and check your notes in every room, you're going to do it again, because naturally your survival instincts are going to say, I want to kill this thing that's right in front of me. Rather than go into every room intentionally eating shit because, oh wait, I gotta check whether this enemy is necessary for movement progression somewhere. Like, just make the enemies respawn if you go back into a room again. I mean, obviously don't do that for mid-boss enemies like the big boar, but this seriously feels to me like they used to have enemies respawn in each room if you re-entered them, and then they decided not to do that, and didn't think about the 99% of cases where that's actually a bad trade-off for their level design. So here I kind of have to bounce across, and I failed, apparently. It looked like there could have been more stuff in that room, though. Oh, now we actually have to fight one of these guys. See, here's the problem. Again, I can't duck. Oh, we can do that, though. But the problem is, and I was wondering if this was what they wanted me to do there, the problem is I don't have confidence in bouncing projectiles because you have to attack so early to make it work. It seems like there's a pretty wide window, though, actually. Okay, that was way too early. But also, that enemy's just boring as fuck. Like, because you're either pogoing on him for half an hour, or you're playing baseball with him for half an hour. I tried to pogo him, that was not a good idea. I just saw a screen shake. Why did I just see a screen shake? Okay, fortunately, they're giving me most of my health back prior to whatever the heck comes next. So yeah, that's interesting that there's that one case where they forced you to deal with that guy the intended way. But it's like, okay, I'm just sitting here for 5 minutes playing baseball with this dude. Like, I'd be better off damage boosting through him. It's the same mid-boss. Oh, but there's spikes now, so I can't pogo them. Because the pogo is actually, like, the worst move in the game. Because you can control jump height, but you can't control pogo height. Also, real talk, I didn't realize that this is doing damage to the boss when I bat these guys back into him. Because I only started realizing I should do that, like, pretty late into the first one. But, oh, what? This is reminding me of another demo I played several Next Fests ago, where they used the same mid-boss multiple times, basically, and it was just like, you're really gonna do that in your video game and just expect that, like, this doesn't get boring really fast? So wait for that to go up. You can get a couple of hits in, then get back here and get ready to do this, so that you don't get hit by that. How did that miss? Okay. But again, I mean, like, I guess that wasn't egregiously enormous health bar, but it did feel kind of like the enemy in the previous room, where it's like, okay, I get it now. Can we not spend 5 more minutes finishing this fight? But fortunately, like, you can just get in on that guy and fit in some melee hits. Is this the end of the level? What do I do with this? Do I attack? I attack this, apparently. Okay, we did it. And then we move from Mystic Mountains to Forgotten Ruins. Okay, before we go to the next level, I want to check... I guess I could really check this in the level, because I can probably just look at my inventory. Let me start the timer again. And I see... So this shows... items... Wait, when did I get one of these? I consumed to completely remind me what the projectiles are? Hang on a second. Oh, that's right. So the tutorial doesn't talk about projectiles at all. It's the Y button. That's what the little floating things next to me are. And we do have a potion for that now. But here's my question. Okay, so yeah, mushrooms is literally that one thing that you have. So I guess ingredients are unique. And okay, yeah, so the food items are the ones that specifically give you health upgrades. I mean, maybe the other ones do something different, but that one says plus 1 HP. That's the only health upgrade we've seen so far. I have to actually walk through here to get back to the map now, huh? That's kind of unfortunate. And that actually highlights a problem that occurred to me, like, regarding how the way that this handles exploration is just egregiously wasting the player's time. Is like, this is going to have the same kind of problem that the Messenger did, where the Messenger, the problem was, like, technically it was an open world map kind of thing, I mean, across several areas, but it was arguably an open world map, but the warp points the fast travel points were so few and far between that there was a tremendous amount of travel time to do any kind of backtracking, and it just felt laborious. This is going to have the same problem, because you have to come in from the beginning of the level, like, it's individual levels. Alright, let's see what the next area is. This is the same music. Alright, what are we doing here? We want to bounce off of one of these guys. We need to actually... Okay, and what we got for it is gems. That's the thing, is, like, it's gonna either be gems or a scroll. And, like, gems are useful because you can buy upgrades with them. But it kind of makes the whole, like, you know, forced full level retries for exploration feel really, really punishing and not worth it. Oh, do we have Yoku blocks now? Is there anything useful underneath this? There's some gems. Can I get back up there? I probably shouldn't have done that. What? That should have worked, dude. Okay, that did work. I assume there's nothing particularly special about this platform, other than it blinks out. Yeah, so that skull is there to give you a second chance, apparently. You can't actually get there from left to right. Oh, you jerk. He was winding up before I even landed. That's like input reading levels of bullshit. Wait, you're still alive? Didn't I hit this guy twice? I thought I hit that guy twice. Because I thought I'd pogoed twice off of him. That's a lot of spikes. That seems kind of rude. Oh, whoops. I actually needed one of the... Wait, could I have pogoed off of that? I guess so. There was health up there. Oh, wait, I can get this guy to help me. Thanks, friend. Well... I don't know why that failed. There are times when the skulls fail, but it feels like they shouldn't fail. Yeah, I don't even need this, because I have full projectiles. That's what the projectile... It's a full-blown, what's the name of it? I forgot what the name of it was. It's a full-blown dragon wave. Holy shit. Okay, that's kind of a big deal. Obviously, I can't get it now because I just roasted the dude that got me up there, but... good to know for, you know, bigger enemies and stuff. Oh, cool. I can reflect that. I wouldn't expect to be able to reflect that, but I can reflect that. There's health down there, but I'm more curious what's up here, and I'm probably not getting back up here. I'm not getting back up there anyway, because once again, I fell through the skull for no apparent reason. Wait, I can get back up there, never mind. Actually, can I, or is this gonna hit... Okay, no, that didn't hit the spikes. Okay, that worked. Is that actually the only way out of this room? That's actually the required way out of this room, I think. Can we also go down? Yes. I fucked up. Okay, we can unfuck up. It's time for ActRaiser again. Waiting for platform. Okay, and that's actually what brings you back over here. Well, no, please no. I always have to, like, think about what inputs I want to press. So yeah, here I was paranoid that I actually did mess up a room irreversibly, but no, actually this room is fine. But, like, that's the problem, is now the game has me bracing for that in every single room because of how crappy the level design is in some places. Yeah, I'm just gonna beat you up because I don't think you're helpful. There's a switch over there, which is interesting. I don't know how I'm hitting that oh, wait, yes I do. You actually needed to hit that. Oh, and this guy takes you back up? Okay. I was hoping I could hit that guy. That was supposed to get me up there, but I think that's where I started, so I think that's actually fine. It's weird to just have a random platform that actually does let you get back up to places. It's like, why not do that more often? Now, this guy's blue rather than red. Yeah, I figured he might go down. And also, surprise, there's a dude over here that I completely mistimed. Problem is, his projectile is way faster. Okay, I could have missed out on something there, but I didn't. Alright, that one was fortunately pretty clearly choreographed or telegraphed so that I could, you know, note what to do. I don't think that guy's gonna get me over anywhere. Okay, and that's just the end. There was health over there. Fortunately, I don't need it. There was also a gem that I missed. I can kind of get wanting to not respawn enemies to avoid, like, endlessly farming gems, but as I already demonstrated, you can do that anyway by just constantly entering and exiting the first screen of a level. And also, like, if that's your reason for not respawning enemies, respawn them, but don't have them drop anything on subsequent kills. Like, if you've already got the logic to remember which enemies were killed, to not spawn them anymore. Just spawn them anyway, but, you know, nullify their drops instead. I'm still trying to figure out why the hell they would do that. Yeah, was I really supposed to just, like, rapidly jump up 4 levels there? I'm not sure how I was supposed to do that. Where do I want to go first, or does it not matter? There's stuff over there. Also, my down and A was not working again. Do I need to keep this sucker alive to get those, don't I? That's my suspicion here. Oh wait, there's another one over there, so actually probably not. Also, no, ow! No, I think I can actually just jump over here. Yeah, okay. So again, an instance where I'm paranoid that I need to do a specific something, and I actually don't. Wow, that guy can just turbo you. I think we're going down here. What are you? I was supposed to move him over to this guy. Alright, well, I know what to do for next time. Bonk. I was thinking the explosion was going to be immediate. It was a lot less satisfying this way. because you had to wait for it anyway, but then this game likes to make you wait for things. Yeah, good luck making that one work. Oh, there's a projectile up there. I'm supposed to bounce off this guy, right? But here's the problem, is he's going that way. Yeah, hi, I need you to go this way, please. You're not actually gonna go this way, are you? He's gonna go back to going that way. Actually, wait, no, yeah. If he goes far enough, if I wait here for 10 hours, then I can go over there and bounce off of him. Which I might not even need to do because there's a platform. Oh, he turned around. So I have just made this harder for myself. Oh, that was bad timing. He's one of those. Yeah, okay, that obliterates the crap out of him. Oh, can I actually? I don't think that's gonna work. Oh, it does. How much coyote time do we have here? That's something I should have been testing. There's a tiny bit of coyote time. And I think that made that work. I put spikes on that wall in particular. That did hit him once. Problem is he needs to be hit twice. You're gonna... Yeah, I was gonna say, you're gonna fire at me, and that's not gonna be very nice. Alright, now what are we... Now we gotta... Wait. Oh, no, there's a dude there.
Thought I was cooked. I'll be at the old throne.
I need to bounce off this guy, don't I? Nope, too early. Because of how frickin' long it takes my attack to actually attack. Oh, I didn't even mean to reflect that, but okay. I wanted to check if there was anything else down here, but it seems like no. Up there is where I'm supposed to be going. That seems a little rude. That, like, you can technically get hit by a fireball while you're waiting on the platform to go up. There's spikes right there that I somehow didn't walk into. Well, there's health down there. Kind of feels like if I bother to get that, I'm gonna lose more health than I end up getting. Terribly enticing. Yeah, we still have that problem. Hang on. You can't like bounce. You can't do another jump out of the screen transition. You should really be able to do that. I can't bounce on that, huh? It's like something I should be able to bounce on. Hi, can you come back here, buddy? Wait, I can just bounce. Can I just? Oh, you can only bounce on that once too, huh? That's really crap. So even these things partake in the, oh, you didn't do it right the first time? Well, fuck you, you're doing the entire level over. I would like to bounce off of one of you. There you go. I don't think I need you, because we've got skulls here. I'm surprised they don't use the skulls a little more liberally. But also, I really feel like I have a problem with the skulls hitbox. Ow. Fuck off, bird. Did he hit, like, another bird or something? Sounded like there was another explosion. That's a red potion, whatever that is. Beast potion. Oh, it's the invincible for 10 seconds. I feel like at some point there's going to be, like, required progression of... Well, not required, but, like, you'll need one of those to get some kind of secret. I didn't go to the right. Go to the right. There's nothing there. Okay. In that case, I guess I'll whack you guys now, because I don't need you anymore. Here's hoping there's health. Oh, there's another projectile. Which I don't need. Wait, can I land on these? Oh, I can land on those. Alright, here's the problem. I can't get to the one on the right anyway. I probably can now. I'm not going to be able to land on top of this guy. So yeah, I should just get rid of him. Hopefully I don't need to land on top of him for any reason. Alright, we can't go up there anyway. Can't jump through that. But it does feel like there is maybe another intended way through that part of the room when you have dash or something. Okay, nothing I can really do there. I shouldn't have done that. I could have bounced up there. Actually, can I move it back? Technically, yes. And these things seem to be indestructible. Oh, no, but I can probably still salvage that. There's no way I'm getting up there. There's too many spikes. Now I can't... Actually, can I? I'm actually curious. You might be able to still do that because this technically hits below you. Oh, you can just get to it from here. I don't even need to do any... Now, I remember Aesopolis having the same exact reaction to this room that I just had, and I completely forgot, which, you know, is a good thing. I still experienced it genuinely the first time myself. But yeah, no, he had the same exact reaction of like, oh no, it's another thing that I only had one chance to get. Oh no, actually I can get to it from here, as it turns out. That's probably how you were intended to get to it. But yeah, it's just because the game's level design is so shoddy in places that you just expect, oh, well, I had one chance to get to that and I blew it. Oh, that's actually a floor switch. I was wondering if that was a floor switch. He's just gonna keep looking that way, huh? Okay. Oh, now he's not. Oh, can I get to that thing, though? I don't know. Probably not. How am I... Was there a bird in here? Did I need to actually use a frickin' bird to get up here? Maybe we can get around the other way. This might just be a room transition, though. Yeah, it is. So I'm not sure how we get to that big gem over there. Oh, hi. It would be nice if there was a way to, like, move the camera. So presumably that's where we're supposed to go. What's down here? What is that? That's another ingredient, I assume. Yeah, there's your Arch... I was wondering if we were going to get Archibor meat by, you know, actually killing an Archibor. Oh yeah, what does it say about... We haven't read about the mushrooms in the Archibor meat. Gentle textured mycelid, adored by boars and mountain demons. Sought after juicy meat from huge boars, guardians of the mystic mountains. Rumors say it contains great power used to protect what is important. Whoa, I skipped a skull there. I didn't mean to do that. Oh boy, what's down there, I wonder? There's an enemy down... There's a boar down there. Oh. There's another platform. I was like, oh no, I've been had. Oh, well that was kind of rude. That dude was just standing like right above me. Actually, I don't want to kill him yet. Can you, like, come over here? Can you move? There's also spikes here. Yeah, that works. I might not have needed that. Ah, there was a thing there. Are those guys actually 3-hit, or is a pogo just not worth as much hit points? It might just not do as much damage. Alright, so I hit that. Got another projectile that I don't need. I guess we're going down here. You know, I haven't fully parsed out the hit combos yet. Oh, damn it. There was more stuff up there. Yep, totally. See, I fell right back into the trap again as soon as I stopped thinking about it. So that sucks. Wait, hang on. Is there anything? We haven't seen any false walls in a while, or, you know, breakable walls. It's another case of I pressed down and jump, but the game says no, I didn't. So you can actually push these things bit by bit also. And it's just like, what do I do? Oh, he can just freaking lob it past it anyway? Oh, well, okay. I'm just gonna go up here then. Wait, I didn't one-shot that bird? Oh, glad I didn't land down there, because, yeah, the sound was technically there warning me about it. Glad that's right over my head. I'm gonna need to bounce on one of these. The problem is there's no sound cue. Alright, that works. And I fucked up. Wait, why is there one of these? Kinda seems like I don't need one of those because there's this. And that works anyway. Like, I don't know what else the box would be there for other than to do what you can already do with the fireball anyway. I'm surprised they were, you know, that forgiving about that. It's like, yeah, here's a box to make your life easier. Also, these are not foreground, these are background. They look like they could go either way. So real talk, I mean, we know that the red meter has to do with the focus, right? Like if you press right trigger, I think. I still don't know what the green meter actually does. Oh my god, we actually have a destructible wall. Oh, it's one of these guys.
That hairy brute was no help.
I don't know, are these guys hairy? They don't strike me as hairy. Are we going up or are we going down? Nope, come on, dude. Let's go up first and see what's up here. Oh, there's spikes up here. Alright, what's the other way? Nothing? I don't know why that exists. Oh, come on. Well, they're dead now. I'm just taking a ton of damage for no reason, though. Alright. Can I do this in time? I don't think so. That works. That is like a frickin' one-shot, though. And there were also spikes here, but not there. I have no idea what for. If there's no spikes here anyway, if you could get here in here at all, you could actually pogo that dude. But that would also be slower than, you know, using the thing that was there for you. So, there's clearly a shaft here. know that you can get those purple guys to move, though. So I'm not sure how you would get up there. Seems like a weird place for a mushroom, but okay. Oh, hey, Mike. This game is... Oh, wow, I am really late on seeing those messages. This game is cute. The problem is its level design is sometimes problematic. Oh, boy. This just goes back to where I was, doesn't it? Oh, it's another potion. Okay, worth. So that is the other side of that. I'm surprised that didn't hit me. That did. Because that was an incredibly stupid thing to do. Okay. I probably shouldn't have done that. I definitely shouldn't have done... Wait, what happens? Oh, you can exit the level from any one of these. I'm not going to experiment with that right now as to whether you can continue back through here. But yeah, I had 2 chances to get up there. There was another scroll up there. I guess I'm not getting it. Good luck getting through there. Oh, I have a 3rd chance to get up there. Shit. Alright, bird. Oh, wait. This guy also gives me a chance to get up there. Alright, that was better. Wait, how did that bird not hit me? Well, now he did. So yes, there is a scroll over here. I am almost dead. I'm going to die just because I got that one scroll that is presumably just pointless lore. Letter to Yalda. I wonder if these always, like, append in the order you get them, because I would assume there's, like, an intended order to be in here, or I wonder if you get them in the same order and it's just how many you pick up rather than which one you pick up where. Greetings, Your Majesty. I am Sophia, messenger from Theroma. Isn't that, like, one of those other, like, activity pub services? I bring with me Kutala's final warning. As you already know, thy kingdom Kutala has been isolated from us, from thy maker, for a period of time deemed unacceptable by thy maker. You have 1 month's time to open your gates and restore the link. Failure to comply will result in the forceful reunification of Kutala and Theroma. Such is the will of thy maker. Uh-huh. A likely story. I don't think there's anything else of value up there. How high does this thing go, actually? Only that high. Okay. So I'm gonna die, probably. Nope, maybe not. That only gives me, like, half a piece of health, though. Oh, and that gave me more. Okay. Oh, I missed my chance to get up there, which would have had more health. Can I get it anyway? Somehow I was thinking there was, like, another platform. Okay, I can get that. That's all I really want. So I was able to get that back with Coyote time. And not another one of these. This is the 3rd one now, dude. And it's just the same thing over and over again. Are the spikes even lower now? Because, I mean, the spikes were already there last time. Oh, I totally mistimed that. Hi, I need you to stop hitting me. Could you stop hitting me? That was bullshit. Like, it was just in my hitbox. Didn't hit me? Wow. Here's the problem. I'm trying to time it with the heartbeat, and it's not happening for me. So that's the first death, and it's mostly because I tried to get fancy with it. Alright, well, fortunately, we were only a room behind anyway. I think. And interestingly, all the gems are back. Did we lose gems for dying? I'm not sure we even lost gems for dying. Actually, I'm kind of curious to test something. Oh, even that one comes back? I wonder... It could be... Okay, yeah, the scroll is gone. Is there more stuff up there? I don't think so. I thought these things usually had a sound effect. Well, now I'm just taking damage for no reason. There's one screen after this, right? So actually, that's a new strategy then. When you die, the enemies come back. So you don't have to exit the stage. If you die and just go to the last checkpoint, then you can retry the stuff. It's still stupid that you have to do that, because enemies don't respawn. So if you needed an enemy in order to progress somewhere, you have to redo stuff. You can't just redo the one room. I did lose gems, okay. Yeah, I did not pay attention to if there was a clear sign of that. Alright. Fortunately, that's... Oh, I also lost my projectiles, because now I only have one. Alright, let's try not being fancy this time. Don't worry about... So, like, here's the problem, is, like, they give you this timing mechanic, which is going to be required for certain things, but is optional for most things. But it's like, guess what? Good luck trying to time that when the rest of the game isn't obeying a timer. 700? Holy crap. Oh, thanks for checking. That's pretty unforgiving. So in that case, no, actually don't die in order to retry things if you missed them, because it's not worth it. And that's the problem, is like, this game... There are a couple of aspects of this game that want to be Souls-like, but it's not really a Souls-like, and it would be infinitely better if they knocked that shit out. Like the extremely limited health that punishes you for actually, like, looking at what enemies can be used for, and otherwise making you replay the entire level when you don't realize what enemies need to be used for. Oh, shit. That hit me? I think I took damage from that. I definitely took damage. Oh, shit. This is where everything goes to hell. I'm wondering if these guys are any faster this time, because, like, somehow it feels like there's less room for error. Okay, good. He didn't actually get to spawn any boars that time, because here's the thing. If he spawns boars and they're left over when he dies, they can still kill you, but you can't kill them, which is bullshit. Yeah, I'm assuming it's a percentage, and it's just a very unfair percentage. Like, I don't know, 25% or something. Because, like, so here's the thing. If there were things that cost only a few hundred gems so that you didn't necessarily end up left with several fucking thousand, that would be one thing. The problem is everything costs several fucking thousand, which means by the time you have enough to buy one of those things, you are losing, like... It's setting you back a significant portion of what something costs. So that just seems really bad. Speaking of which, we can probably buy something right now. I think we're still missing one recipe item required for the health up, which would really be the most important thing. Yeah, we're missing frog oil? I have no idea where to get that. Seems like that could be really easily missed somewhere. Do we want to get something from one of these guys, or do we want to get one of the packs? I still have no freaking idea what stamina is for. Boost could maybe be useful. I don't want to just get a consumable. And also, yeah, wait, how much did the consumables cost? Are those also 2,000? Those are 1,000. I wonder if that number... I don't want to find out right now, but I wonder if that number goes up every time you buy one also, which would also make it completely unreasonable. I don't know if maybe the economy gets less bullshit as you get later in the game, like things drop more gems, but right now it feels like things are way too precariously priced. Oh yeah, so I can't buy any of his stuff. I'm not particularly interested in any of the $2,000 things from them, so maybe I will experiment with what I was just thinking about. Let's buy another skull potion. Oh, then it's just sold out. That might be because I have 3 of them. Yo, Beast, you've been collecting gems while exploring?
Sure, I got some, but what are they? Why are they everywhere?
Good question. Listen, don't think about it too much. It's just money. Okay, fine. Actually, the gems are a mystery. There isn't much info about the war. It was 1,000 years ago, the clash of 2 huge powers. The gems, best we can tell, crystallized energy from the clash. The eldest power against Sabaoth, the strongest of his archons. Sabaoth the Exiled? Yup, it was a god versus god. Hard-headed Sabaoth versus the Demon Lord. So you see, those gems, there's ancient power inside. And that makes them valuable to us. Yeah, we can't talk to just the other guy. He's a person of few words. Do you say anything useful? Exploring far lands, kid? Not too far yet. There are invincible demon gods out there who can't be harmed by brute force. Why does that get the real shit face? I have no doubt you can face any enemy, but later you'll need to use it. You know what I'm talking about, right?
It's the power of my heartbeat, right?
You got it, kid. Yeah. I am very worried about that, because remember what I said about, like, either one, you need to use... Well, you need to use focused mode if you need to crack shields with it. But if you run out of focus mode, or if you don't want to consume, you know, the heart meter, then you need to, be looking at the bottom left of the screen, which means you're not looking at whatever is about to make you eat shit somewhere else on the screen. Mount of the Dead. Are we about to go full Souls mode? Rain? Check. Crooked trees? Check. Really creepy music? Check. I think we're going full Souls mode. Whatever this is. Check. Sure, give me a checkpoint, though. Checkpoint. Check. Point. I can't believe this is actually that bit of Mega Man X where you fight the big robot that does the chain thing and you get your armor upgrade from him. That's what does the wall that falls down like that. Only needs a poison swamp. That could be in the background. What the? Okay. Old Sabaoth Guardian. What are you gonna do, buddy? I'm just gonna keep moving. I don't know what you're oh! Okay. I happen to be safe from that. Seems like if I keep moving... Whoa! I don't like where I am right now. Why are there bouncy things? That's why there are bouncy things. Also, I'm realizing the music may have gotten louder. Wait, what am I bouncing on? I was bouncing on something there, and I think he just made it explode. Uh-oh. This is the thing that I don't know how to tell. Okay. There's very little warning of that. Oh, you're all the way over there. Bouncy time. So here's the... Oh, yeah, this drops these things down, and then I guess he does stuff with them. Yep, then he blows them up. Oh, geez, that was close. I forgot that's a toggle, not a hold. Oh, shit. I just feel like the focus mechanic is not worth it. It just feels so out of place. And I have no idea if I'm doing more damage with it or not. Because there's too many things to look at once. So I feel like the focus mechanic is pointless. Oh, I didn't even notice. So those things are really easy to overlook in the ground. Yeah, you barely see that coming. The problem is like, it's one really thin line that's very light, and guess what? The background's also light, so you're not going to see that coming. So that's sheer dumb luck that I'm not getting hit by it most of the time. Oh, shit. I ended up inside his hitbox. That seems pretty shitty. I didn't really have a choice but to get hit there, or there either. What the fuck, dude? So he can just hit you whenever he fucking feels like it. Now all of a sudden I'm taking a ton of damage. Oh, yeah, I ran into it. Yup, okay. Literally nothing I could fucking do. That feels completely cheap. Oh, yeah, now it took out the, okay. It takes them out when you respawn. And right now, it's really low contrast against the background, too. So we're just gonna lose all of our gems irreversibly here. Which feels extremely bad. Like, that's the other thing, is like, usually Souls games give you a way to get those back. I mean, hell, Shovel Knight is not a Souls-like. It gives you a way to get your gold back. There's no way to get it back. So it's like, this game is trying to be a bunch of other games and failing to learn the important lessons that what those other games do right. So like, this game looks really good, it plays really shit. I feel like it looked like it showed when I actually hit it. But I'm not always hitting it. Oh, jeez. I'm glad he doesn't immediately have a hitbox. Glad he always does that to the left. Okay, so he always detonates those on the first one, even if he's a mile away from it. I'm doing it too early because I'm trying to, like, make the hit happen when the sound happens, but that's not the way it's supposed to be timed. So, like, that's another problem with the melee coming out, like, way later than you actually press the button. Is, like, if I press the button to try to time the actual hit with the focus, with the heartbeat, that's apparently wrong. I don't know if he's gonna do... yeah, that thing. Yeah, see, I'm doing it too early again. If I stand here, will I be okay? Okay. Because otherwise there's nothing I can do if I'm to the right of him. Which seems like a really silly oversight. Oh, so there's no way to get out of there in time. This is why I say you need a backdash or something. Which there is supposed to be a dash. We don't have it yet. I'm just gonna stay over here and hope that's okay. It seems like they're usually equidistant, but like good luck catching the first one wherever it happens, because I can't tell. There's very little warning. Oh, I think he's already invulnerable. Shit. Okay, I didn't get hit twice. That didn't hit me? Okay. I got lucky with that. Oh, we got him. So yeah, you really... I feel like even using focus mode, I need to look at the bottom corner where the heart meter is, because I'm better off timing it visually to press when I see the flash. Because otherwise, I mean, you could say it's because I'm a musician. When I try to do it via the audio cue, I'm trying to press in advance so that the attack hits when the audio cue hits, which is wrong. That counts as too early. So, like, you either need to widen the window there so that that's acceptable, and people with musical backgrounds actually are able to hit a thing that you would argue is rhythm-based. Or you need to make your melee come out faster, which of course is what I would argue for, because, like, having to choreograph every melee attack that's trying to counter a projectile or hit with the focus timer or whatever is just extra cognitive effort that I shouldn't need. When I press the attack button, make me attack. Don't make it attack half a second later so that I have to actively think about it every fucking time I do it. Because guess what? Your game requires attacking kind of often. So yeah, there's that. There's the shit level design in terms of requiring players to utilize enemies for specific progression, but also giving the player a life bar so tiny an ant would survive longer. And therefore, it's in your best interest to, you know, preserve your own survival and kill enemies as soon as possible so you don't accidentally take damage from them later. But then you lock yourself out of stuff. And in order to get back to that, you need to replay the entire level. Because enemies... Or forfeit a bunch of gems, which makes it not worth it, because probably what you missed out on was, like, a couple of gems. Whereas if you die, what you lose is a couple hundred gems. So... this game just feels like it's punishing the player for playing it. Which is kind of how I feel about soulslikes, but like I said, this doesn't really come off as a souls-like, except that you have an incredibly low health pool. And I guess you could argue the boss had a pretty large health pool. So there is that. But, like, it even does souls-likes things wrong. Where, like, yeah, if you die, you're losing that currency, and that's all there's nothing you can do about it. Meanwhile, if you ever want to upgrade anything, you need to amass 3,000 currency at once. Which you're never going to fucking do if you keep dying. So, like, that's shit game design. I'm sorry, but it is. Because you're basically punishing people who can't adjust to the game's wonky mechanics and questionable level design by saying, yeah, if you keep dying, you're never going to be able to afford upgrades. You know what would help you to prevent you from dying? Fucking upgrades that you can't afford. That's like, how to not design your game like shit 101, is don't put things out of reach of the players that need it most. You're doing literally the fucking opposite of that. So yeah, I'm a little bit pissed about that, because, like, there's a lot of really cool stuff in this game and I want to like it, but I really can't possibly like it, because it fails game design 101 in a lot of blatantly obvious and annoying ways. Anyway, thank you for playing. You've unlocked the dash ability. Is that actually how we would normally unlock the dash ability? Like, do we get, like, one new ability per boss fight or something, maybe? I don't know. Because, like, it did seem like there were potentially Metroidvania aspects to this. But I'm also wondering how much of it is you can, like, I don't know if the demo just puts you down that one path in particular and you can actually approach it in whatever order you want. I don't know what the full game is going to be like in that regard. But there was one thing that I want to double check with the dash ability now, which is probably just going to be gems anyway. Feel free to revisit the demo levels and try it out. Wishlist on Steam. So yeah, like I said, I really want to like this game. The art's amazing. The music's good. I can't really pass too much judgment on the story because we haven't seen it all yet, but what was there seemed decent. If anything, it might have been like a little too deep on the lore, and I was like, hang on, back up a second. What did I miss? Because it seemed like it was dumping a lot on us at once a little bit. I still don't have the other thing for this, right? I am assuming that frog oil is technically findable in one of these levels. Oh yeah, so now dash is on what, right bumper? Yeah, there's your dash. And we can air dash. There is a cooldown. There is no indication of the cooldown whatsoever, so that's kind of not great. Like, I don't hear any indication of dash cooldown. I don't see any indication of dash cooldown. What we wanted to check was up here. Oh, these guys are here now. Thanks again. I like your teeth. Also, I think this chest was already here.
Gift for our savior. Yes. Please take what we bring.
Wait, what we bing? Well, at least we know what search engine they use. Alright, what's over here? More gems, but also, what is that? I might not be able to... Oh, wait. Could I have bounced on that, technically? Have I bounced on chests before? I don't know if that's even anything. It might be nothing. Let's also go down here. I guess we could talk to that guy again. Yeah, so like now I have fewer gems than I started out with. So that seems highly unfortunate. So it feels like anytime I do a boss fight, I need to like farm gems beforehand so that like if I'm closer to being able to spend gems, then you know, if I'm more than halfway there, I should farm gems until I can spend them so that I don't lose all of them in a boss fight.
Welcome back, Okko. I must say I'm curious. The secrets of these lands, have you figured out what is really happening?
Not at all. But you could tell me.
Some truths need veils. Explore calmly and focused, and at some point, you will understand my father.
Alright, let me leave and come in here again. I also cannot buffer dash. I can't just hold the button. Alright, we're gonna re-enter. Oh, I need to try something. Oh, man, jumping kills your dash, so you can't even do Mega Man X, you know, jump, dash, interchange. Oh, man, they're missing out on so much speed tech just by not allowing that. Which, you know, it's probably on purpose, but... makes me sad anyway. Alright, so can I bounce on chests? Yes. Oh, there's another dude up here. Wait, I can't talk to him, though. You're telling me they can stand on those, but I can't. Well, that probably already answers my question. Because I was gonna... Okay, so that just means there's more dudes to rescue, and they're gonna stand up there. I can't actually stand up there. So I'm assuming those guys are related to the elevator, so maybe I should go check that out again. Was that down here? No. Wait, was it? Was it further to the right down there? It might have been further to the right down here. I forget if it was here or if it was earlier. Yeah, it was here. I pressed up too late. Yeah, so I assume he's talking about those dudes, and we just haven't found all of them yet. I don't know if there's any indication of how many there are. Yeah, so now we have dash there. I have to wonder if uppercut adds anything to the movement equation. And I don't know what inner fire is either. I also wonder... I'm just realizing the change menu is present on every screen, but it changes place on every screen. Well, not every screen. Also, for some reason, notice the bottom right next to where I am on the stream layout, actually. Notice the top line at the bottom right. It just got partially covered by that dialogue. For some reason. Just like, just remove... I assume that means there's a little bit of an opaque background to it. Just remove, like, 2 pixels from the bottom of that opaque background or something. And then it'll be fine. But yeah, like... I mean, I've already ranted enough on what I don't like about this game. That would... Oh yeah, another thing. Not being able to jump out of screen transitions. Like, tell me you didn't test this for 2 seconds without telling me. Because, like, the fact that anytime you try doing... Like, what is the first thing you ever do in, like, a Metroidvania, a Castlevania or whatever, is you try jumping through screen transitions. And usually it gives you enough, it doesn't kill your jumping height, so, like, as long as you jumped from high up enough, you can get to the next screen. In this, no, it kills your jump height as soon as you hit the next screen, so that is 100% never going to work. Which also seems really sad. Is there more stuff going on up... If there is more stuff going on up there, can I get up there? Oh, that's the wrong button. It's not ground? Oh, come on. What does this guy have to say? Why do I have to face a specific direction? Come on.
I'll stay around here for a while in case you need anything.
What is this place, Gato?
Well, I don't know its real name, but everyone calls it the Old Throne. This is where the demon lord Yalda used to rule Kutala. You got a map, right?
Yeah, I looked at it. We're in the very centers.
Something happened here a long time ago. It forced Yalda to leave. Now he rules from the north.
The other locations, domains of the Archons I've heard about?
Yes, the 6 tyrants who torment Kutala.
Oh, here's your lore, okay.
Back then they were controlled by Yalda, but not anymore. I wonder if anyone's strong enough to oppose them.
Yeah, there might be a guy. But he's gonna be dirt poor in the process. Okay, so once you're done with the tutorial, there is nothing worth going back into the tutorial for. I was wondering if you could go back, but it seems not. Once you're here, this is the hub, and that's all there is left to it. So, and I guess, yeah, you probably get dumped straight here if you tell it to skip the tutorial. Which, that was the thing I was going to comment on at the beginning, but then I didn't want to miss, like, the opening dialogue. Was like, it asks you if you want to skip the tutorial, and it defaults to no, and it says no, then yes. But any kind of, like, double negative... Like, you have to pick no in order to take the tutorial, which sounds like you're saying... giving a negative response to a positive action. So, like, that's something that... UX designers usually try to stay away from. Is, like, instead, you'd be like, are you interested in the tutorial? Do you want to take the tutorial? Yes, no. Yes would be the default. So, like, it would behave the same way, but it would be less confusing. So yeah, I mean, and that's just a little thing. Arguably. I do hope that they add more options. Having a screen shake toggle would be great if they felt like doing that. I'm also still trying to figure out if I felt vibration happening or not, because if there was, it was really, really faint. So if that is a thing, make a toggle for that, because it is nice to be able to turn that off for people who don't want it. I don't think there was much in the way of screen flashes, so that wasn't an issue with this game. There were a few instances, I mean, like, including literally one right here, because it's like... Oh, maybe it wasn't that level that he went behind. Was it this one? It was this. That's a platform. Okay. But then I thought this might be one, but it's not. So there are a few places where you could argue that foreground and background can be a little confusing until you learn the hard way. That was weird. Was I actually holding left? Maybe I had some kind of momentum going on. I was just surprised that I fell off there when I thought I wasn't holding left. But yeah, like... The focus mechanic just feels annoying. Because it feels like the timing, because of the delay on the melee attacks, which in itself is an issue, it feels like the timing on focus attacks is kind of problematic to get right. And I feel like I have to look at the thing in the bottom left, which means I'm not looking at what's attacking me. And then there's the whole level design issue of how they decided to be incredibly antagonistic and waste the player's time. and making them have to replay the whole thing. I'm gonna run out of time pretty soon. It would be great if I could exit the map from here. Wait, I can exit the map if I go to the checkpoint, right? Because I did want to test one thing. And I didn't want to do it when I thought of it because I was pretty late in the stage, and that would be a rude way of finding out the hard way. But let's see if I can get to, like, one checkpoint in here. So, like, this obviously starts me at the beginning. I keep pressing the wrong button for dash. Oh, I can stand on that. I don't know why I thought that wasn't a platform. I should test if I can dash through things. I'm not betting on it. Oh, I can. Oh, well. I'm gonna skip that thing, because I'm pretty sure I already did that. Alright. So if I do this and then I exit level, and then I go back into the level immediately, I'm assuming I still start at the beginning? Yeah. So that is not a viable way to retry rooms. So yeah, if you mess up a room, you have to either die and forfeit way more gems than it's going to be worth to do that, or restart the entire level and you just wasted 15 minutes. Feels bad. That's just wildly antagonistic game design, level design. I really wish they didn't do that. Like, just respawn the fucking enemies. Like, respawn the enemies, make them not drop stuff if you don't want people to be able to farm stuff that way. But again, you can easily farm stuff that way by just redoing the first room of a level over and over again. Or, like, up to the first checkpoint. Exit, re-enter, repeat. So, I don't understand why they made enemies not respawn. It might have been to avoid, like, maybe there's some nasty spots where, like, if you re-entered a room from the right, you would be in, like, some kind of impossible situation. I can understand that. Then maybe that warrants, you know, some more advanced logic of, okay, respawn everything except these particular enemies, you know. So I really hope that that's something that they maybe rethink. Because otherwise it just doesn't feel worth the exploration elements. But also, if you don't explore, you're not going to get HP upgrades because the ingredients you do find in random places. The other upgrades seem to all be bought. And I've already explain why the gem system is problematic, because you will lose gems extremely quickly. And you will just, if you're having trouble with the game already, you're just never going to be able to get better at the game, or have a better chance of surviving, because you're never going to be able to afford anything. You know what else I can oh, wait. Didn't I buy a third potion? Why do I still only have 2? I never used one. I thought I already had 2 and bought 1, and yet I still have 2. I never used any, as far as I know. So now I'm very dubious. What the hell happened? I would have to go look at my VOD to see what happened there. Did I get a potion hork too? I don't know. But yeah, since they make it sound like this is, you know, still somewhat early, and like that's why they wanted the demo to be time limited, because they expect actual development of the full game to outpace this demo, basically. I think they might have even said, oh yeah, when I all tab out, we're gonna lose the music, right? They might have even said something about they might contemplate another demo closer. Yeah. We'll look into possibly releasing another demo closer to the game's launch. It'd be awesome to have a pre-launch Okko demo where save data carries over. Oh, they're even thinking of save data carrying over to the full game. I feel like that's a thing that you tend to see people like ask about or ask for in discussion threads too. So it's good to hear that they're contemplating that. So like they're clearly cognizant of both the reasoning for and against time-limited demos. So I gotta give them that. I would be very interested in trying this again if they do have a demo closer to release. So I should probably... I don't know if wishlisting it'll make me get, like, news posts. I think that only happens if it's, like, in your library, though, which that's kind of impossible for a game that isn't released yet. I'm gonna have to check back on this one. Because if they resolve the gameplay / level design issues with this could be an amazing game. But right now, I feel like it might not be worth the agony. So that's where I am on this right now. But Okko the Exiled, I at least got through the demo, which, like, when I first looked at the trailer, like I said, it looked like it might have been, like, hardcore Souls-like, and it's clearly not nearly that level of, arduous or grueling. So, I did manage to finish the demo. There is that. I have serious problems with it right now in its current state, but I would very much be interested in seeing where they get to with it. So, this is at least one to pay attention to. And if the level design issues don't irk you, then go ahead and give it a look.